What's up, YouTube? It's your Huckleberry here. You can call me Huck. Back with the Hodge Twins / Nick Fuentes clip here. I really enjoyed doing the other Hodge Twin reaction video with Fuentes and the one they did with Andrew Tate. If you didn't see either one of those, go check it out. But right now, we got another clip from the Fuentes podcast they did. So let's check it out right now. Give me a like and let's do it.
Hodge Twins Podcast.
We got a real good show for you.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, that is the great lie of modern society, is that women are independent. By definition, they're not independent. You know, independent means you're free from dependency. Well, women are dependent on men for everything. Construction, police, government, military. A woman can't walk the streets at night independently, because if any man, even a weak man, confronts her, she's toast. She's done. Who does she call the protector? Another man.
Right.
If she's in a burning building, who's going to come and rescue her? A man. You know, they're completely biologically.
So before y'all are like, oh, women can do those. Yes, there are some women in those fields, but it's such a small minority, and without the men, they wouldn't be able to pull it off at all, or learn it, or it wouldn't have been a career choice to start with. You know, it was built up by men. But he's totally right. Even though you don't like him, maybe he spits facts a lot.
Dependent on us. So
Have you noticed, like, when shit hits the fan, what do all women do? They start screaming.
yeah, right.
It's like every time. I watched this one TikTok video. This little coyote came out, right? It was a coyote that came out of nowhere. Her little daughter was walking, and the coyote grabs and starts dragging her. She's like, she did like screaming, looking at the coyote drag her daughter. And I was like, do something, you stupid bitch. She just went there screaming, and her husband comes out, chases the coyote off.
Yeah, and grabs his daughter.
Yeah.
She could very easily did that.
They're like an alarm, you know? That's like to get a male to pay attention.
Like a siren.
Yeah, it's the world's first alarm system, you know? Because that's all they could do.
Wow, man, you call women suckers? And you call them alarm clock.
He called him a sucker in the last video, the clip that I have in that one. So go check it out. It was kind of funny. In context, though, he was kind of right.
I mean, women are just so different than men.
Well, we're the superior.
Biologically.
We're the superior gender,
Yeah.
and they're trying to make this claim that we're equals. We're not.
Yeah. You know, every time I look at a new movie, a new show, they got some strong woman beating the shit out of dudes. I'm like, that would never happen. You beat up those three guys.
Yeah.
It's not even believable anymore.
Yeah,
I was
it's
watching
jumping the shark.
Yeah, I was watching a show. I can't remember this.
If you guys don't know what jumping the shark means, it's a reference to Happy Days when Fonzie was on a surfboard and he jumped a shark. And people are like, this show's too unbelievable now because nobody would be able to jump a shark in the ocean.
Show's name.
One of these gay Jewish shows, probably.
Yeah, it's and the girl that's lesbian, she beat the hell out of this big muscular guy. It's about a.
Oh, the Last of Us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw that.
That's made by a guy from Tel Aviv, Neil Druckmann. He's from Tel Aviv.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that
she's-
explains a lot.
This white chick is kissing this totally hot, smoky little Mexican girl.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fucking right. And then she beats up some dude later. I'm like, man, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
It's not even real.
I just want to. Have you?
I mean, there's some movies that can pull it off. Like, I like Atomic Blonde a lot. I think that's a really good one. I mean, there are some strong women and portrayals of women in media or in entertainment that can seem plausible, like that movie and maybe a few others. But in a general sense, like, no. I remember in the movie The Kingdom with Jamie Foxx and Jason Bateman and Jennifer Gardner, there was a scene where they were trying to get in and rescue Jason Bateman, and Jennifer Gardner comes in right at the last second and just like caps a bunch of dudes, and then this one huge dude like pulls her down and just basically whoops her ass, but she somehow still prevails. You can make it believable. There's a tremendous amount of portrayals where like he was saying, where like the girl just beat up like everybody in the room or something, and it's like, no, I mean, come on.
Seen that movie Minecraft?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you notice anything weird about that movie?
The black woman in it, or
Well, that was weird, but not that. It's something else weird. What's the handsome guy's name with the?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, they had his fingernails painted, and he's acting real feminine. He's
Oh,
got
in
a
that movie?
pink jacket. He's got his hair done like he's back in the '80s. They got him playing like he's real feminine.
Feminine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was just like an '80s, because you know what it is. The director is like a Gen Xer.
Oh, really?
That's like, dude, every Gen X movie, it's like a James Gunn thing. They just have this hard on for the '80s.
Oh, yeah.
It's like every
Yeah,
movie
'cause
is
he
just
had a-
like '80s nostalgia.
He had an '80s muscle car and.
I mean, I'm Gen X. I like James Gunn. The 80s were kind of jacked up, but there was a lot of cool things about the 80s and a lot of unique things about the 80s, especially the music.
Yeah.
He had the jacket with the I forget, some kind of.
Yeah, the 80s were pretty gay.
All those video game movies, because I was thinking about this: Minecraft, Ready Player One, Tron. These are all like video game adaptations, and they all have like a subplot, which is just like '80s nostalgia. It's these like
Yeah, that
Gen
is
X
true.
nerds that have a hard on for like '80s video games, '80s music, and I agree, it is super gay.
Hey, looking back on that movie, yeah, she was the only black person.
Yeah. Well, and there's like this clip in the trailer where she's like, "What the hell?" You know, it's like, bruh.
She's the token black
Yeah.
person in the movie.
Minecraft. You know, like,
She's a good actress, though. She's super funny. So, like, I can see where they might want to put a black person in there to, like, check a box or whatnot. But I can't remember her name, but she's from Orange is the New Black and James Gunn's Peacemaker show, which is pretty good. In her defense, I have no problem with her. I haven't seen that movie. I don't know much about Minecraft, but she's a good actor. I do like her.
come on.
I didn't see the movie, but you're making me want to see it now. My wife took me. We went over the weekend, and I don't like Jack Black, and that dude is very lovable. I was like, oh my God, these two dudes in it, and I'm supporting this. But it was actually a very good movie.
Yeah.
It was very good, and I think it's over 500 million.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Well, it's Minecraft. You can't mess that up.
Yeah,
Well, I guess you can if you mess
But
up
it's
Snow White.
actually the movie's very funny.
Really?
That dude, Jason Momoa, he had some jokes in there. He would say something in Spanish, but it totally meant something else. It was real funny.
Oh,
It was
okay.
really good. Actually, I was like, yeah, they still suck politically, but that was a good movie.
Oh yeah, I saw it twice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I loved it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
know-
gonna watch it now.
You got it. I don't know if you get it though. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys play Minecraft, you gamers?
No, my kids are into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I watch my kids play, so I get it.
Yeah.
Building stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Zoomers have a deep appreciation for it because I mean, we grew up with that game. The game's 15 years old, so
It's like you're Miss Pac-Man, huh?
yeah.
Because Miss Pac-Man was huge for us. I still love it.
Yeah, I know. So you're 25 now. Damn, you young, dude. I'm telling you, once
Thanks.
you hit 20, like 36. No, 36 is like the perfect age.
Yeah,
when
but once you hit 36, after that, everything's like downhill. Just everything.
not really. Well,
Well-
kind of.
Well, 40.
Yeah.
You're 50. You guys are.
Yeah, we turned 50.
Wow, you don't look 50.
We're going to
Yeah.
be 51 this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what RFK Jr. told me?
What?
He said, he said, wow, you're 50? He said, the next 25 years, if you live that long, it's going to be the worst years of your life.
Nice.
So he told me you better get your ass in the gym every day.
Yeah.
Every day, yeah.
And watch what you eat.
Yeah, I believe that.
I was like, gee, thanks.
Yeah, people are calling me Unc, so that's good to hear.
Oh, yeah?
You look young. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a black vernacular, I think. What's up, Unc?
Yeah, I'm an old head now. I'm an old head Unc.
Yeah, but I'm starting to notice a lot of your videos now, like on Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube.
They're
and-
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So has a ban been lifted on having your content or talking about your content?
Yeah,
or-
it changed. It noticeably, it was like overnight. It changed.
Well, when Trump got elected?
Yeah, literally.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not sure what exactly took place, but for years, anyone would post my show, they'd immediately get banned. Not only would the content get taken down, their account would get terminated. And then we started to notice this around December of 2024, January of this year. People were posting them and they were staying up and getting really good viewership, getting really good views. And we said something changed. We said let's just try it. So our team made some accounts and We notice other people are posting the clips, and they're just doing crazy views. They're just blowing up. And I think what happened is that, when you look at the censorship regime, it's sort of crescendoed. It hit its peak in like 2021, 22. Because in 2015, no one was banned. Back in 2015, it was like unheard of. The first few people like Andrew Anglin, Chuck Johnson got banned on Twitter. It was unheard of, though, that people are getting censored in the old days. Then, after Trump got elected the first time, it just went into overdrive. Ban waves, the rules were changing every week, getting more broad. Then it got to the point where they said, if you disagree about Ukraine, BLM, the election, the vaccine, you're gone. It was just out of control. Trump himself got banned. And then there were like two big developments. Trump getting banned catalyzed both of them. You had Elon acquire Twitter and made it free speech. And then TikTok blew up. TikTok was the fastest growing platform. It was the fastest platform to get 1 billion active users. Totally surpassed Instagram, Facebook, not Facebook, but Instagram. And TikTok was owned by ByteDance, which is in China. So they didn't have the same restrictions. TikTok blows up in 21, 22. That allows the rise of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's the most famous guy in the world in 22, thanks basically to TikTok. And so between TikTok blowing up, Elon's acquisition of X, you basically have the two most competitive, fastest growing platforms are a free speech haven. And I think then Trump's election the second time, between that development and the election, it forced these other companies to kind of get in line. They said, if we want to compete, Zuckerberg said, we have to relax the policies. Same thing with YouTube. Same thing with Twitch. Twitch let Aiden Ross back on. They're starting to relax their policies. And I think that's partially out of competitiveness with the other platforms, but also I think they're afraid of, they know that when Trump gets in, there's a chance he might bring down regulatory pressure on them because they censor conservatives. That was a relationship in the first term. People don't know this, but Zuckerberg was tight with Trump in the first Trump administration. That's why Facebook never got regulated, because Zuckerberg will call up the White House and say, oh, we're going to work with you on censorship. We're going to work with you on this. And that gave them some lenience with the FTC, with the what do you call it? The regulation of the, I forget the other, the FCC and one, FTC and FCC. Both of them gave them some leniency because of that. So I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see if it sticks.
So you think Zuckerberg, he's just playing politics, whoever's in office?
100%. 100%. But at least that's partially. I think part of it's competitive, and the other part is they're playing politics. They don't want to get the ban hammer from the government.
Right. Have you been able to monetize yourself
no.
easier?
No.
You think they ever lift that ban that they have on you currently?
No, I'm banned on PayPal, Stripe, banned from every payment processor, every bank. I sell these hats. I have these America First hats. Are like Trump's hats. And we were working with like a free speech payment processor. They're like made for canceled people like me. They were working with a free speech bank that was made for people like me. And we said, we're going to sell hats. This is who we are. This is, and they knew who I was. They knew what we're going to do. They said, yeah, no problem. You should be good to go. We put the hats for sale. We make like $50,000 in the first night. They hit us up the next day. They say, we're freezing all the payments. We have to review it. Week later, they come back and say, we can't do business with you. We're refunding every single transaction.
That is nuts.
Free speech bank, free speech processor. No luck. This is what happens. And this was recently. This was like...
That sounds ridiculous. Like, what? They can do...
In October.
Yeah.
So, no leniency with the banks. I don't know what's going on with that.
What legal recourse do you have?
None, because it's private. It's private sector. So everybody, that was my first thought is, how could this be legal? How is that even constitutional? That you could be deprived of such an essential service like that. But what they do is basically Visa and MasterCard operate like a cartel. They control all the credit card processing, and for that reason, they influence the banks. So when you process a credit card, you're dealing with Visa and MasterCard, the bank, and the processor. And those are three layers where they can mess with you. So in many cases, it's the processor, like a PayPal, a Stripe. The processor says you're too conservative, you're banned. Sometimes it's the bank that underwrites the processor, and they say you're too conservative, or it's reputational risk, you're banned. even if you find the right processor and the right bank, Visa and MasterCard, because they're a cartel, they still have final veto power. And because they control all the processing, they get to tell the banks, we don't like this guy. So even if you have a good bank and a good processor, ultimately they have the final say. So I'm forced to deal with either e-check, in some cases ACH, or cryptocurrency. That's it. That's all I could do.
Wow, that is nuts, dude.
People can't believe it when I tell them that, because it's so,
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
I think it's basic.
When you find out that when this happened to you, what reason did they give you?
They don't give you a reason.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Because it'd be one thing if they sent you a letter and they said, you said this, you did that. Here's our terms of service that you violated, because then you could contest it.
Right.
But they don't have to give you a reason. So I was on the no-fly list. Same deal. They don't even tell you you're on that. It's confidential law enforcement information. So the only way you find out is they just deny you boarding. And same thing with the banks. They just send you a letter. We're done doing business with you. That it's the opaqueness, which is the worst part.
Andrew Tate was on our show. He said, in Romania, you know exactly what the laws are. He said, but when you come to America, you don't know what the laws are.
Right.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's how they get you. It's become so political.
Look, you might not like these individuals, but it makes for some good watch. And Tate had some really good things to say, just like Fuentes does.
Sized. They will look at you, and because the federal law is so complex and vast and convoluted, if they want you, they can get you on something, whether it's taxes, whether it's, for some people, a sex thing, like with Andrew Tate. It's like, well, you transported a woman from one country to another, that's sex trafficking. Or it's a weapons thing sometimes. I got a buddy, he knew a girl who got assaulted by a guy. This was in Europe. He gave her pepper spray, said, hey, here, protect yourself. He got arrested for light arms trafficking, trafficked a light weapon.
That's in the UK?
It was in, I don't want to dox him, but continental Europe. Yeah. So that's how they get you. Another guy.
A guy just happened. It's all over the place. This guy told a guy to speak English in the United Kingdom. And, and the cop told him and said, hey, that's hate speech.
Europe's cooked. UK is definitely cooked. Maybe Scandinavia has a chance, but oof.
White people are destroying themselves. Now you see why we formed this country. That's why they left Europe. It's like these people are psychos. They're a bunch of progressives. And they started. Now it's metastasized. It came back over here, and that's in our government, in our country.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little talk there. Super interesting stuff that Fuentes has to say, and the Hodge Twins have a great channel, so I would advise to go check them out. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. It's your Huckleberry here. You can call me Huck. We'll see you next time. You're Daisy if you do. Peace.